Zing going to have to improve if he wants to defend that FC Pro Open Championship. Richard Buckley encased in the commentary position. Before we get kicked off, I want you to all to listen up. Breaking attention news, okay? Pay attention, even you, Stokes, in your chat. Because for the first time ever, the FC Pro Open champion will be able to inspire their own FC Pro Icon SBC in Ultimate Team. Yes, you heard me right. Providing their valuable input on how to make the item tuned to their individual playstyle. They will be able to select from a short list of icons, which will be revealed before the final. Who do you want to see as an FC Pro icon in the game? I'm asking the chat. I'm going to ask you as well, Case. Who do you want to see as an FC Pro icon in the game as an SBC?
Ooh, I mean, some might think that I would ask for a center back, as I am horrible at defending. But I'm going to go with a Mia Hamm American. I like small strikers that can really get in there, agile. So yeah, I'm going to go Mia Hamm. What about you, Rich?
I will go for someone who I don't think gets a load of love. I am going to take Zambrotta.
Zambrotta. Interesting. Okay. I like it.
And we're underway. Abu Makkah opening the scoreline very nearly. 1 minute in here against Paulo Neto. Just giving you an update on where we are in the tournament right now. This is round 2, Group D action. Abu Makkah stands top of the table at the moment with distance in between him and the chasing pack. Paulo Neto did pick up a victory in his last game against fellow Brazilian PH Zin, who's closing the distance. And as for that final game that's taking place right now, Levi David versus KTZN, both looking to continue to pick up points in order to make that top 3. Just take anything away from that brief chat with Paulo Neto? It seemed quite cool.
Yeah, he's confident. I think, I've done many interviews with Paulo, whether it's at EMLS or other competitions, and I've seen a few different Paulos, some more confident than others, but this year, like I said, he is here and he knows he belongs. And it's interesting because when it's your first time in a competition, it's his first time here at the FC Pro Open, you never really know what to expect, but you'd never guess it, that it was his first time in this competition, Rich.
I mean, he's been around the block, just not the FC Pro Open block.
Exactly.
As he comes forward here with R9, slips into Rafael Leao. Nice little cutback with the L1 and R1. It's a good press from the front. Gambling on a mistake. The deadlock has been broken between Fuma and PH Zin. We talked about PH Zin needing a turnaround, needing a comeback. And inside 3 minutes, he finds himself 1-0 down against the FC Lorient star, Fuma. Driven pass through the heart of the defence, another big chance. Good save from Edwin van der Sar. Abu Makkah keeps it alive, looking for the finesse shot plus again. Providing useful. Paulo Neto might be slightly fortunate here not to be 1-0 down in these early exchanges.
Yeah, there's been 2 really close scoring opportunities there for Abu Makkah. We're only 10 minutes into the match here, but as we see, we might have a scoring opportunity for Paulo. Not quite there with our 9, but he will get the corner.
Play short on the corner. Rayton recycled to the edge of the box. Here is R9, standing up his defender, but Douglas Luiz just about gets across. That's the table as it stands right now. Abu Makkah 16 points. Will be taking FC Pro Open quarter-final number 4 and an FC Pro World Championship ticket if it was to finish as it is right now, with Levi David and Fuma also picking up the qualification round for the FC Pro Open. We asked the chat at home, who did you want to see as an icon? I've seen a few flying in and a few suggestions. Michael Elise slipping through Rafael Leao. It's a first-time strike, but the linesman has his flag up. Good end-to-end game so far.
Yeah, really good game. And honestly, I was excited for this one because Abu Makkah is sitting at the top of the table. He's obviously playing really well, but I think Paulo Neto is a good competitor to give him a very tough match. And so I see this one being very end-to-end, possibly low scoring, but we'll see if it heats up a bit.
Let's just see this chance coming through here from Abu Makkah. That technical dribbling once again proficient. Rafael Leao this time slams it past the goalkeeper. And he's so precise when he's around the box. Very rarely does he ever sprint. It's a lot of R1 dribbling, a lot of just close control. And when he needs to sprint, just that little touch out of his feet, accelerates away, and Rafael Leao opening the scoring in our featured game of round 2. There has been another goal. I asked for a reply. I said, prove me wrong, KTZN. It doesn't matter how it goes in, but it has got in. And he finds himself 1-0 up against Levy David.
Oh, sometimes those goals, you gotta love them when they happen to you, but when you concede those, it is not pretty.
As PH Zin levels it up here against Fuma, that's going to be an end-to-end game all the way to the 90th minute.
As much as we have said that PH Zin, he had a tough first week and today he had a tough start, he's still very much in the running and has the possibility of locking in one of those top 3 spots. And he's definitely not a person to count out as the previous champion.
Did I count KTZ out too early? Well, we're going to have to wait and see. If he was to qualify, there's a great montage of me saying, I don't think he's going to do it, prove me wrong.
Yeah, you'll be eating your words there, Rich.
Him going out of television centre, running up and down the steps, some slow-mo. Rocky Balboa style, if he was to qualify. Abu Makkah goes 2-0 up, and he just makes the game look really, really simple.
Rich, if KTZN does make it through, I hope he clips that and puts it on social media with all the goals that he scores. I'll retweet it.
Good luck to him. Abu Makkah is cruising at the moment. He's just got a knack, Abu Makkah, of making all the opponents that he plays against look really, really easy to beat. And they're far from that. Fuma goes 2-1 up there against PH Zin.
With Riton as well. I think we're going to see so many goals from her today. She's such a good Team of the Year item. 2.5 million coins, I believe, right now. We're probably going to see her price skyrocket after all the success that we're seeing with her today. I definitely need her on my squad.
Vitinha with the Trivella, that's 2-1 at the moment. We are here, there and everywhere in the goals department. I think we expected that. Whenever the budget goes up and people can get better players in the team, the attacking football that we see just improves week on week on week. And I also think it goes to show that, I mean, when you look at the players who are performing well this evening, Abu Makkah, top of the tree, he's absolutely flying. He spent heavy coins in striker.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned it earlier, Rich, how he doesn't really sprint a lot, but even the time he takes with his goalkeeper, it's an extra second. He's able to breathe, to think. Every single move that he makes is calculated, and almost to perfection, he's able to do it. I think that a lot of people, back home that are getting the 8 wins like me, we sprint way too much. And, all right, why are you laughing?
8 wins.
Hey, I was really proud of it, all right?
Speaking of 8, Levy David on 8 points right now. Abu Makkah on 18. Mathematically unable to be caught because there's only 9 left to play. So if it's ended as it is right now, he'd be guaranteed top 3 and he'd be 7 points clear of second. He's made a very, very competitive group. His playground, it has been very, very simple for him. He just looks to play the game as he wants to play.
He has full control over the entire pitch, but it also goes to show how important that first week of matches was, because he came in, did the job, as we see the goal in here, starting off with Florian Wirtz.
Look, slightly fortunate the bounce there from Wirtz, but
yeah,
whenever he gets the ball into R9's feet, his first initial reaction is turn, get the finesse off. Turn, get the finesse off. He's one of the best players, in my opinion, at utilising the play styles he's got on the pitch. Every pass with Vitinha is pinged as Eric Cantona puts Fuma 3-1 up right there. And Levy David and KTZN, ball up in the air, it's fallen KTZN's way. Couple of step overs, finds the top corner. And the Galatasaray
there we go. Another goal to add to the compilation, Rich.
3-1. If KTZN was to qualify, I have to take some sort of responsibility because I'm motivated. I'm encouraged.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Or you were just wrong.
I prefer mine. My opinion. Paulo Neto, beautiful finesse into the top corner. Could it be the start of something, or will it just come to be a consolation? He conceded quite a few against Levi David, and the game got very competitive as it drew towards the end, which is something we didn't see in the first week of action. When you look back at his results, Abu Makkah, 6-1, 8-0, 6-1 in that first stretch. It was very, very simple for him. The Brazilian who needs to get something going at the moment, not only Paulo Neto, but PH as well. Beautiful dribbling. Suckering in Fuma's defence and hammers it into the top corner. Oh, I like this. A little bit slow-mo. What we got here? Dinked in. Haaland up. Header. Green timed.
That's like a little throwback to last year. We see the remnants of some Haaland aerial situation goals.
It looks even better slow.
It does.
Can KTZN reaffirm his position in this game? Good bit of defending there from Levy, stepping in with Hierro. Triggers the run of R9, but can only find that Vitinha going the other way. There's a few real good players in the teams that are just in every single week. Reinders, Vitinha, Elise. They're staples in the squad at this point. As you see that live table as it stands right now.
Yeah, looking at that table, obviously Abu Makkah is sitting very comfortable at the top. As it stands, Fuma and KTZN would be making it through with the current score lines right now.
Scary time for PHZin. Look at the three going out there as it stands right now. PHZin, Paulo Neto and Levi David. That's two of your four semi-finalists from last year in Levi and PHZin.
But it's so close. Look at that, 9-8-7. So these last couple of rounds, and every goal is going to count.
If it does go down to goal difference, KTZN drops out the equation.
Yeah, absolutely. Unless something crazy happens.
Scratch that, winning every game by 8.
Hey, you've said a lot of things today. Don't count him out at this point.
Victor Roque wants Roberto Carlos coming in. Alex wants to see Laudrup. Okay. Give us a Pichon special item, please. And this is for that SBC, Champions SBC. Hadji Maui wants. And Coulson wants a little bit of Michael Essien. We have to remind you what those players are wanting for. It's for the FC Pro Open champion who will be able to pick and inspire his own SBC in the game, providing his unique input on how they play in game. That's green time. That finds the top corner. Levi David back in the game.
That's super necessary for Levy in this situation as we are just looking at the table. The replay here, Haaland back to Vitinha, green timed. Yeah, and just like that, he's back into the game. 3-3 against KTZN.
Any more suggestions for that Champions SBC? Let us know in the chat. Any unique icons that maybe haven't had the love this year as of yet? Maybe the players will be getting suggestions. Well, let's have a look. What else is happening across the board? PHZin needed to get his FC Pro Open rolling. And it's Drayton who equalises up 3-3. Not even hit half time yet.
A lot of close matchups. I think that this round has been really good, especially for everyone back home. Let us know what you're thinking of these first two rounds. Are you enjoying it? I certainly am. And I think that Pearson, maybe it's just taken him a bit to warm up. I think that coming off of that first week of events, he's not going to be happy with that. But a month is a lot of time to reset, learn from those mistakes, and get back into it.
Abu Makkah with Elise. It's orange off the bar. That's a goal as it bouncing off the goalkeeper's feet. Abu Makkah doesn't care, as that's his fourth of this game.
As we see the table come back on the screen here, things are shifting left and right as we see goals go in. As it stands right now, it is Abu Makkah up top, and Fuma and Levy are taking those second and third spots. And you know what's crazy? KTZN drops to the bottom. That's how quick one goal can matter.
He went from 3rd to 6th.
Yeah, exactly.
In as quick as it took me to tell you about the FC Pro Icon SBC.
Yeah, I think that at this point he needs to win every single game, because if he doesn't, goal difference is going to be putting him in a very sticky situation.
He might need to win every game as Eric Cantona comes through, bundling his way. Needs to win every game, and what's he going to do? He's found one before half-time. Rafael Leao with the step-overs, finds Elise, opens up his body and just tucks it in to that top right corner. KTZN alive and kicking in this tournament. 3-3 in this game, 4-3 between those two competitors, Levy and KTZN, and Abu Makkah, the only player with somewhat of a comfortable lead at the moment as he takes on Atlanta United's Paulo Neto. Will this be a little bit of a shock to the system for Paulo? Just put 7 past PH in, and now comes into this game not only conceding 4, but struggling to find the back of the net as well.
Yeah, it's a tough one, but luckily the halves are very long, and so things can turn at the drop of a hat. So we'll see if Paulo's able to make the necessary changes that he needs to get back those 3 goals to make it level.
(4-1). Abu Makkah leads at the moment. Paulo Neto will come forward here, slides in Elise, but a good interception from Theo Hernandez. Seen a lot of chatter amongst the community this evening. All 100,000 talking about the Mystery Nation. What is it? How do I get my packs? And how do I get those rewards? We've got FG to come in and give you a few clues, because I can tell you, John, it's not Jamaica, as Rafael Leao gets one back for Paulo Neto.
I didn't know I was doing that. I didn't know I was coming in and giving clues, but thanks, mate. First things first, you've shaken up this tournament a little bit, haven't you?
Yeah, I very well might have. Paulo Neto does get one back there for Rafael Leao, but just don't know if it's too little too late.
Yeah, so, I mean, when somebody motivates you and says, prove me wrong, I mean, City proved everyone right, didn't they, against Moses Caicedo's Chelsea at the weekend?
Absolutely, absolutely they did. They made us happy, you and me, FG.
I mean, it's good that we've got this game on the screen right now, Mr. Richard Buckley, because you're a man eating your words. Oh, no, at the minute.
Look, I want KTZN to do well. I just was disappointed by what he saw in the first week. I thought it was well below his standard.
Do you believe him?
Not too sure about that one.
Advincourt coming down the right-hand side, Van der Sar with a big save. Sort of save that Van der Sar had been making during his heyday, his prime at Manchester United. Zidane at the near post, good save. Is it Colombia?
It is not, but you're getting warmer.
You're getting, what?
Warmer.
Yeah, right, yeah, okay. Well, the flag's got a bit of yellow in it.
Taking Musiala. Has to be Cameroon or I retire. Unfortunately, mate. And in the resignation.
Enjoy your retirement, pal.
Is it Norway? Check with my Haaland. Guys, Wales isn't part of Europe.
Well, I mean, for legal reasons, it is part of Europe. What was that? Did they play at the Euros recently? Wales.
Yep.
How'd that go?
The nation is... I don't know why you're giving me Wales. I'm not Welsh.
He said it was Norway, and then he said it was Wales.
Is it from South America? And likely is Brazil. Can we give a clue?
Yeah, I just said it's a bit yellow in the flag.
Can we give another clue?
Bit of red in the flag.
Okay.
That'll do for now, right?
Yeah.
That'll do.
Let's have a chat with the Twitch chat anyway. I just want to speak to you guys about stuff. Hello, everybody. Hello, Mr. George. I don't know what language he's speaking, but it's not Poland either.
KTZN with the green time. Travella finds the top corner and puts 2 goals distance between him and Team Hull's Levi David, who's not had it his way at all this evening.
As we see the replay here, Henry, green timed across the goal, makes it look easy and puts KTZN up 5-3 against Levy.
I just seen in the Twitch chat.
Talk to me.
The life of Riley, EA's very own. I watch his show every week on Twitch.
Did he try and guess the mission nation?
He did. Well, actually, no, he said Mr. Richard Buckley motivated KTZN. That's what he said.
It's true.
And his next message is, has Richard Buckley passed his driving test?
I've not, but I only failed once.
Right.
Unlike someone who failed the theory 4 times.
Yeah, how bad is that, Casey? How did you manage that?
Oh, we don't even have theory in the US, so and I passed on my very first time. I've never failed. Thank you very much.
Yeah, fairs.
It's literally a multiple choice question.
Yeah, and I pick the wrong one every time.
PhD not picking the wrong one on that occasion, slaps it into the far corner.
Hello, Mr. AB, I see you in the Twitch chat. Hope you're doing well. Stokes live today.
It is.
Hey, Stokes. Team Stokes, how are you, mate?
So you failed the theory 4 times.
No, listen, right, okay.
And the practical 3 times, was it?
Mate.
So you got the same amount of failed driving
You never
tests
fail, you learn.
as Foot Champs wins.
Well, that's a lie. And Casey, I tell you what, why don't you start speaking to me about Foot Champs wins this weekend? Because how many wins did you get?
I got 8. I'm honestly really proud of it, so we're not going to hate on it.
You should be.
Yeah, thank you so much. How many did you get?
I got 9.
So 1 more than me.
And I went 9-0 though.
Are you sure it was 9?
Ran out of time. It's been extended as well.
You can still play tonight.
Working, sorry. What about you, Mr. Buckley?
Hold the phone. Abu Makkah in on goal. Thierry Henry, 1-1 with the keeper. Goes the right side and just tucks it in off the post. When the going gets tough, the tough get Abu Makkah. 5-3. And looks to be booking that place at the FC Pro World Championships.
Hang on a second. Here's one for you, Mr. Richard Buckley. A goal scored by
Rafael Leao.
KTZN.
There we go.
What a performance this is. What a motivational speech by you, by the way. You said that you're going to claim some credit. I want to know in the Twitch chat whether you think if KTZN does the impossible, is it down to Coach Richard Buckley? I want a yes or a no.
It's not coach, because I can't be biased.
Right.
It's more motivator. Motivator.
I mean, what a performance by him, but I mean, on the other perspective, it's not going well for Levy.
No, not at all. He has struggled. PHZ. Green time, finds the top corner, 65 minutes on the clock. And in reality, it is a must-win game.
I've just been absolutely killed in the Twitch chat by Halty61. Multiple choice, really? How can you get it wrong? It's literally common sense. And it's out of 4 answers. What's that in between us saying?
Just have a look at that table. What 1 goal can do for you. PHZ from 5th to 2nd. And KTZN up in 3rd. Paulo Neto are doing well.
No, this is absolutely insane. Every single goal is going to shift this table until the very, very end, Rich, isn't it?
It absolutely is. Fuma comes forward. If this goal goes in, good save from Buffon.
This is incredible. We're watching the brand new patch in action here. We're seeing goals galore. We're seeing a lot of pace from the front line. Oh my.
So we get FGO commentary. This is superb. Well, every single goal matters, and that's what's coming up next. KTZN taking on PHZ, Paulo Neto and Levi David, and Fuma in a must-win game against top of the table, Abu Makkah.
Read that comment right there from Mo Salad.
Mr. Motivator, no, Richard is Mr. Agitator. Paulo Neto getting one back, 5-4. That game's far from over.
It's been a pleasure, guys, anyway. I've ruined my hair enough with this.
See you soon, mate. Levi David, corner, whipped in. Haaland with the header, 6-4. 20 minutes left to play. These games are far from over, Case.
Absolutely. So much time is left. A lot of them very, very close, including this game from PHZ and Fuma. PHZ currently leading 5-4. But for both of them, you kind of need those 3 points because you don't want to leave it to that goal differential at the end of the day. A draw could be the difference between you qualifying for the next stage and you going home.
Absolutely. It's really, really tight in this group. 1 goal, 1 point really does change the entire narrative. Return, near post, PHC 6-4 up. You see the reaction. We're only in round 2 of the groups, and he knows how important that could be.
We're finally seeing some emotion from PHC as he's getting back into his groove. Here we have Sun into Ritin. We've seen so many fantastic goals from her today. There are the celebrations as he's finally figuring this out, and we'll see if he can hold this lead.
It wasn't only PHC who got one back. Levi David, 6-5 right now. It was Achilles' heel defending, letting lead slip in the first week. KTZN, will it happen again here this evening? Back underway, live action right now. Michael Elise bursts into the space, slices it with the left boot, in off the post. Paulo Neto 5, Abu Makkah 5.
I mentioned it before, Rich. It was 4-1 going into halftime, but never count out a player like Paulo Neto. He mentioned it in his interview. He was like, you know, Abu Makkah is so far up the table, maybe he doesn't have that fire to continue going, and I'm not sure if that's it, but you know what? Paulo is back into this game. It is tied, and anything is up for grabs at this point.
Abu Makkah, I would say for maybe one of the first times in this FC Pro Open campaign, just looks a little bit agitated, a little bit frustrated.
The only other time we've seen him like this was his game against Levy, last game of the day.
Other than that, it's been all smiles. Well, this is only round 2. We've got 3 more rounds of action tonight. We'll find 3 qualifying players who will come back on Saturday for the FC Pro Open finals. That is the table right now. Abu Makkah 16 points, PHC on 10, KTZN on 9. Started the day with 3 points, 2 wins, projects him up that table. And if he keeps on winning the way he is, he will find himself coming back for Saturday's finals.
Now, if we're looking at goal differential for those 2 through 6 spots, the one player that's doing the best in that department is Paulo Neto, so he needs to get those wins to boost himself. A win against Abu Makkah would be very, very important, because if he's able to get that, I mean, he's already doing really well at goal differential, so that would be advantageous to him.
Looks like Van der Boomen going into the book there. Can't forget him from last year. He was the FC Pro Live item for PHC, who got all the way upgraded to the very top. And just when you thought this couldn't get any more tense, another twist and turn in the Abu Makkah Paulo Neto game. He's through on goal. He decides to pull Miyama down. Saliba with the red card. Abu Makkah down to 10 for the final 4 minutes in that game. We'll bring you back with the live action once that free kick is taken. Fuma with a goal back. Cantona into Elise, finds the top corner. That's a 1-goal game with 5 to play. Levi David at the near post. It's a great block from Jonathan Tarr, and another pause. With only a couple of moments left in that game. All 3 matches right now in a pause. I've just looked over my right shoulder and I'm seeing a reaction. It was Miyama who won it. Miyama steps up and buries it into the top corner. Paulo Neto, 6-5 up.
Oh my goodness. Paulo Neto, after being down 4-1 in the first half, has scored a free kick that could potentially project him into 2nd place in the group if he's able to hold this over Abu Makkah. What a fantastic day for Paulo Neto. It's giving me the same exact vibes that I got from him in the Swiss stage, because honestly, I saw this fire in him then, and we're seeing it here again. And so if he's able to hold this, game changer for him.
What was the score? 5-2, I think it was. PHC. Fuma just got one back to put it into a 1-goal game, but look at that from R9. The Brazilian hero doing it for PHZ. One of the stars from South America. Levi David, 6-5 against KTZN with the attack into Haaland, off to R9. Wow.
No, every single goal is going to matter here. There is so much going on that I feel like you can't even blink an eye because every single goal is shifting the table. Players are going through these matches that might not have anticipated them to go based off of previous standings in the table, as we see a green time opportunity. Couldn't quite get there, Rich.
Corner will be played. It's a short one, but just not enough on it for Xavi, and Reitan will pull away. It's going to require Theo Hernandez to come across. 6-6, last chance of the game. This is live right now. Something's got to give. Is Levi going to get his FC Pro campaign back in a positive light, or will KTZN snatch it at the death? He's in with Rafael Leao. Coleman comes across. Henry slides into Elise, and the ref has blown full time. He must have gone too far backwards.
Yeah, at that point you can't go backwards, but that is a tough whistle that I would be very, very upset about if I'm him.
That's heartbreaking. PHZ adds an 8th. And that will be 3 points on the board for the champ, Fuma. He's been involved in some absolute crackers today. 5-4 against KTZN, 8-5 against PHZ. 4 added minutes here. What a round of FC. And it's only going to get better from here. The tension will rise. The stakes will become even greater. Abu Makkah isn't invincible. You can get at him, and he's gone the way that Paulo Neto moved with the goalkeeper. The minerals to move across and read the finesse shot from Paulo. Theo Hernandez looking to utilise the space. Dumfries steps across, and that will do us. What a game!
What a game is that? To start off that first half, Abu Makkah so dominant, but Paulo Neto able to pull it back, figure out what he was doing wrong, and come out on top against the top of the group leader. That puts him in a very, very good position leading into these next rounds, Richard.